Welcome to Trading Lounge and the daily US stocks for 3rd of October. Also, just to let you know too, as I'm based in Sydney, Australia, we've just gone into daylight savings, so we've turned our clocks a hour forward. I don't know how that lines up with the US, but I'll check on that today, and we'll chat about that a bit further. Before we go into the regular stocks, just to give you the general pattern of where we are in that pattern, we've got from the top here as 1 and 2, and then we're going down for wave 3 here, and then 4, and then 5 to make 1, and then an ABC back for 2, and then down again at that point. Alrighty, so in this third wave here from 2 to 3, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we're between 4 and 5, and the stocks that we look at will be in that zone as well. So we can just go to the 1000 ticks here just to give you a bit of an idea. So that third wave down that we were looking at here, this wave 3 here, we're looking for 5 waves to make that up. So we've got 1 and 2 up here somewhere, and then 3 and 4 here, and then we're going down for 5. So last time we spoke, we were looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and then an ABC. We're looking to short that there, get another couple of short positions in. We can look at this as 1 and 2 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming down for the 3rd, 4th, 5th, for the 3rd, 4th, 5th. So we're reasonably close when you think about it, you know, as wave 3, and then we'll be looking for wave 4. Now wave 4 can pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. Mostly wave 4s are complicated. Look, it may end up being simple, it's just an A, B and C. It may get a lot more complicated. I don't know, we just need to be there and work it out as we go. But any short trades that we've got in stocks, we'll be looking to cover them on this 5-5 of 3 zone area here. Alrighty, that said, let's just cruise in. So with Apple here, we've got wave 3 here, and then 4, and then 5 for that 1 here, and then we'll go back up from that point. So wave 4 can go back up to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, or the 38.2% retracement level. It may only be quite small and down here as well for that, you know, but that's where we are. We've got 3, 4 here, then 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming down into the third wave, the 4th and the 5th here. So not too long to go. Now some stocks lead and some follow, so some will be lagging and some will be sort of out there in front, but most of them will turn pretty much on this at the same time because of some news event or the consensus of, you know, the S&P 500 or something of that nature. That's a bit of a moving average of the markets, you know, that needs to turn at that point and so on. But that's where we are for Apple. So Nvidia is a bit of a wild card, but the same thing applies as well. We've got 3, 4 here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave, and then the 4th, and then the 5th down here. For Amazon, same again as well. So we can bring a stop down for Amazon now. I've just removed that, and let's just put this. I mean, a lot of these stocks have got a few trades on them, so I'll just chat about, you know, basically we want to be taking profit down here. I mean, 110's a big number, so that's probably a nice, you know, number to take some off at, or 108, but we'll see how it eventuates. Excuse me. Yeah, and this wave 4 can bounce back up here, and then that wave 4, then this wave 5 for this wave 1 here, and then we go back up for a wave 2, which will pull over here somewhere. So that will be the general gist of things. So in a way, it's down here somewhere. We need to count that, back up here, down here, and then back up here, and then down again at that point. So look, we'll try to you know, play within this volatility, but really this is the one that we want over here, this move over here for all of that. Okay. Meta platforms, same as well. Also, this one's a bit different actually, but we can track it the same as. We've got wave 1, 2. We need wave 3 to come. We need this to come down further. So probably really down to the 130, I reckon, and then a 4th, and then a 5th. So look, it will just be, nothing's in a straight line of course, but looking at this down here, one of the things that I'm hoping not to get is making a more complicated wave 4 here with an A wave here, an A, B, C here for a B wave, and then up for a C wave here, and then down at that point. I don't think it's the case because the S&P has broken through new lows here, but it's just sort of when I'm looking at the chart I think, oh well, that's a possibility, we just need to keep a bit of an eye on that. So I just thought I'd mention it. It's probably not the case, but some stocks might do it. Now Netflix here is holding up quite high, but it's still got a bearish bias about it, in that we've got 5 waves down here, and we've got 3 waves back up here. But still, it could be an A and a B and a C here. If it takes out this top here, then we'll need to look at the whole thing off the low as a bullish pattern. So let's just check on that. So I've had it like this here, looking, it's been bouncing back quite high, but I've got nice ABC correction here for that. Yeah, look, if it takes this high out here, basically, then we'll probably need to look at this in a bit more of a bullish picture. How to do that, I'm not quite sure, but probably 1 and 2 and 5 waves to here for a 3, some complicated wave 4 here, and then wave 5, and then a move down for wave 2 or something, or something or other, and then up at that point. If we get 5 waves, if we get a move above here, that will leave us with 5 waves to the upside. So we'll see how it goes. Still bearish at the moment. We did talk about this possibility last time we spoke, or one of those times, but yeah, we'll just see if it keeps on moving down. Enphase here, we know that we've got top of wave 3 here, and we've been looking for an ABC for wave 4, so an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here. I'm thinking that that we've actually got wave 1 here with an ABC for 2, then 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and then down for 3, 4, 5 for the 3rd wave here, and counting this as a 4th wave here, and then looking down as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the A wave here. Because in a way, when we look at, if I drag the S&P across again here, when we look for this wave 3 down here, we're counting 5 waves down here, then we'll reach the A wave at that point, and then we'll go up to the B wave. So with that, we'll go, this B wave will be wave 4 with the S&P, and then we're going down for wave 5 down here for wave 1 down here. So we'll have from wave 4 will come down to wave 5, from B will come down to wave C, and with wave 4 here, this will be wave 1 over here, going back for a bigger wave 2. So while we're going back in that bigger wave 2, we'll go up for wave 5 here, and probably make a high above this, above here. So maybe we won't go too far at all. Maybe we'll go up to the 350 or something of that nature. We'll just have to count the waves as we go, because when that wave 2 on the S&P finishes, then it might be, it may influence this one to move back again as well. But anyway, we just got to go. We can go into the guessing game like this and talk about things. Long as you understand that things, things change, so, but that's how I'm seeing it so far anyway. So getting there. Tesla, so yeah, further to the downside, and we can expect to bounce off this, off the 250 here. I might need to recount this. I wasn't really sort of happy with this whole leg here. I might need to look at this as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here or something. I'm not quite sure just yet, but when the S&P comes down here and the NASDAQ comes down here for this, we'll need to, all the stocks will be moving up at that point, So this hasn't got very long to go you know, with that in mind. So bringing it down to the 250. So these trades that we've got on here, I've brought the stop down on most things. So we'll just take that money off the table, and we'll see what comes out of the gates at that point. But yeah, as far as the crow flies, we should still see this move down further. Just not sure if I got this count right, that's all. So we might need to adjust that to bring it in line with the rest of the markets. Alphabet here, yeah, same here. I'm just bringing it all into the same count really. Wave 3, 4 and 1 and 2, and then 3, 4, 5 for the third wave here. I brought the stop down, and because group 2 here is becoming, you know, it's sinking too far into group 2 now, so that's all good. So yeah, look, how far we come down here, I don't know. We'll just keep counting the waves, and we'll see how that plays out. And yeah, if we need to adjust it, we'll just keep adjusting it. But I don't really have, the only targets I really have in the market, you know, I use the trading levels for that, you know. So, you know, coming down here, we know 5 is a strong number, so we'll know we'll get to 5. If 5 becomes the resistance, well, then we know we'll get to 3, because that's going to be the next number coming down, you know, into 3 here, and then you're coming into 1, 2 and 3 here, so that's all going to bounce around a little bit. So yeah, anyway, all we can do is just count the waves at the end of the day, and, you know, look to the closest largest number within our count, and then that becomes the target, rather than having something at, you know, 1618 or 2618 and all the rest of it, because it's a little bit of a hit and miss, you know, that sort of thing. It's okay to, you know, to use them to start with and get things in perspective, of course, but yeah, I think far better off using the price, because, you know, the markets are emotional, you know, psychology, isn't it, the whole thing really. So, and people think about numbers in certain ways. Microsoft, so yeah, we'll see a move down to 230. We'll always get a bounce off 230, so we'll see how this plays out here. I mean, we can count, well, I'll just see how this plays. I can see part of this structure in here, but I'll just see it might come down a little bit a little bit further. So we should see it down 225 to 220 on here, but yeah, we've got some trades in here. So anyway, once again, we'll be taking profit at wave 3 on everything, I believe. The wave 4 may be kind of harmless, but really the first thing that I always look at is that this wave 4 here should be bigger than the previous wave 4. So this wave 4 here, you know, this one here should be 60% bigger than this one. So do you want to hold through that? That's the question. Alrighty, Berkshire Hathaway here. It's sort of reluctant, doesn't really want to go down as well, and it does appear that we've got like an impulse wave here. That sort of bothers me again a little bit, you know. This is also impulsive, so we could look at this as an A wave, a B wave and a C wave here. So we'll just see how this goes, but I'm putting a stop here just to protect these ones here, and we've got one here. So the time that gets, if that gets breached, well then we'll break even with a little bit of pocket money. But yeah, got to draw the line somewhere. But yeah, let's just see how it plays out. But it does look rather impulsive, so it's a bit of a little bit scary. We'll just see how this goes. We can expect it to move back, because this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here somewhere, so we can expect it to come back up, and this is block 1 and block 2 here in terms of supply. So probably, you know, we're in group 2 here, so we can also use the 70 here as well. That's going to be the resistance there really. 265, 72 and 80, that's all of group 2. So I might just highlight that a little bit further now that we've got that, and I'll just highlight this one too, because it's just not a normal 72. It's minor, part of the minor group. So so yeah, it's in group 2. If it gets out of group 2, then it will drop pretty quickly to 5 here. That's what we're looking for. So we'll just see how it hangs up in here. And what's the daisy, that back there. and block is pretty much on track, doing what's expected. So yeah, it'll be pulled down to the 55 is the second strongest number in the market. So it's just sitting on top of 55 and 56 and 53. They're all different levels here, 1, 2 and 3, and then 5 and then 8, and also group 2 in there. But it's it does appear that it's on its way now. But yeah, this short trade up here, I don't know if you've got any others in, but we'll cover that at 50 there for the bounce. And if we can figure out wave 4, if it looks good, we can look to short that as well. But it won't go too much deeper here, do you know what I mean? Because this number will really hold it. This will be like it'll be like this, you know, the normal sort of thing here where you have the arrival, then the bounce, and this will be wave 4 and then wave 1 here and back for wave 2 and then down. So we want it over here for that. So we're not it's not going to go too far here, so don't sort of push it, you know. If you make money out of a stock, it becomes your best friend, you know what I mean? So you can't have that sort of relationship with the markets. The banks, so with same thing again, we've been going from wave 2 up here down to wave 3 here. We're looking for 5 waves as 1, don't need these here now, and as 1 and 2 here. We started shorting up here, and from wave 2 here we've been counting down. I won't bore you with all of that, but 3, 4 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So once again, we'll take profits at wave 5 of 3 here, and then we'll have wave 4. We probably won't trade wave 4 on the banks here, because when you're trading around a large number like this, it tends to hold it there. When this moves back up here, all of this sort of pattern here will become the resistance here. We need to figure out what we've got here. We can trade wave 5 down for wave 1. I've got some in the Bank of America as well, so I'll clean mine out very shortly, and I won't trade that. I may trade a bit of that, but my main thing is with this is that when wave 2 is done here, we can trade this up here. We'll see how it looks, and the next trade is coming down after that, you know. This wave 3 here, this is the one that we want. I mean, it'll take a little while because we've got to get through, like this 1 and 2 here will be over here, so 1 and 2 here is going to be pretty severe as well. I don't know if we'll be able to, on short trades with leverage, I don't think we'll be able to hold through that, so we might have to duck and dive. And you see how we did it here. We had the wave 2 here. We had wave 2, and then we had 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 here, and we built in here. We had like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever in here. That's what we need over here. So once we've got, we can trade down here, of course, but once we've got that wave 1 in, we come back for wave 2 here. Then it's this area here that we need to build into, just like we did here. But in this case, we're only coming down, you know, it's a bit of a short journey down here. This one here will be much longer, so that's going to be pretty exciting. So that's that bank, and we've just been keeping an eye on Goldman's as well, and not doing much with this, but we did much the same thing up here, you know. So we'll do that again. We won't get involved in this wave 4 here. You can see how it's sticking to this numbers. That's why you've got to be a little bit careful about it. But if we can get down to take these, taking profit anywhere down below this low here will be fine. You know, so the 280 is the obvious one, but 283, 285, those sorts of things. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I mean, it'll just be, you know, it'll be the old sort of same old story. So it'll be wave 4 here, and then wave 5 will be reluctantly moving down at this point, but should make a new low. And then wave 2 can come back to the wave 4s of one lesser degree in 3 waves. So we can look at it like that. It can come higher as well. We need to be mindful of that, but it'll be something like this. And then we go down again. So this one, once it lets go here, you'll see a big battle going. See what we're seeing here. This will occur over here, but a little bit quicker, and that will be very helpful because it will leave these lows exposed that we can just continue. We can hit it on both sides. Really, it'll be pretty quick. But yeah. So anyway, this is where we need to be building in over here for this. This is the trade. This one here. This was just making some money to put into that trade. That's the way I looked at it. Alrighty, I'll leave it all at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.